far as I can zoom in. Well, he's got the Moneyberg on his new truck. Got the Moneyberg logo next to the Joe Rogan logo. So, I don't know how much those guys are paying him. They're probably paying for the dojo, paying the dojo rent. Yeah, I mean, I can't hate too much. You know, they pay. Some of you guys love to have a truck like that. Gordon Ryan says, very happy to announce that I have a new partnership with Covert Buick GM Bee Cave. Okay. They have some of the coolest and most custom inventory I have ever seen at a dealership before. They also got me hooked up with this insane rap who absolutely killed the design on this thing. Could not be happier with the 6 on this Denali Ultimate. Okay. My man got all his sponsors on there. I can't hate too much. That's a nice truck, I wish I had a cool truck like that too. Now, to fill that tank up, you're gonna have to do. That's why Gordon got to do so many private lessons, charging $1,000 to keep that tank filled up. Let's see. That looks BJJ Fanatics on there, Kingsway. Well, I guess Gordon can't go. He can't go incognito because everybody gonna know that's his truck. That thing burst some gas. Probably got you think it's got a 32 gallon tank or something? 50 gallon tank? Yeah, that thing. My man just wasted money over here. He didn't need all. He ain't, what is he going to be hauling? You guys think Gordon Ryan going to be hauling anything in this lifted up truck? He ain't gonna be. He ain't. That truck ain't gonna be used for work at all. BJ Fanatics, Kingsway. BJ Fanatics, the best people on there. Where's the sandal? He took the sandal sponsorship off. Remember the sandals he got in trouble with? Derek Moneyberg. Why is Moneyberg on there? That's terrible. Optimus Prime, yeah. Why is Moneyberg and Joe Rogan? Why he put them people on his car? He might as well get the tattoo. Fuji. Hey, yo, Fuji in there. Fuji. All right, Fuji. Yeah, BJ Fanatics and Fuji, the only thing I actually like on there. That's on the hood of the car? No. He put that on the hood of the car? Dang, that. Why he ruin his car like that? Well, I guess it's just a wrap. Covert Bee Cave? What is that? I don't know, man. You guys like. Where's Jason Whitfield at? He likes Gordon Ryan. Any comments? Anybody comment on this monstrosity? Let me see. Nobody commented? Oh, they did. He says he got the Moneyberg logo. Let me go ahead and like that. Can you guys see that? Yeah, right there. He got the. Oh, you guys can't really see it. Let me scoot over. Moneyberg logo. Gordon, I guess he's. I guess he supports Moneyberg. He says, you sound like an expert. That's how he got his black belt. Maybe he is, and you confirmed it. When are the branded rash guards dropping? You gotta wear. What if you go to Kingsway and you gotta wear the Moneyberg rash guard? It says all the time you waste on the internet, you could have shot rolling footage. You may think this is crazy, but people who do jiu-jitsu roll for free because they enjoy it. Unless you are desperately trying to hide your skills, you're not gonna respond to that. Rebuttal's looking like that trial class guy level footlock dog. Trial class is a bit over his head. Brendan Schaub says fire, fire, fire. You see the Moneyberg logo, not the Moneyberg logo. That's all everybody's focusing on. Covert Bee Cave is a Cadillac car deal. Oh, okay. I thought it was some honey or something. I don't know what it is. Cool truck. Not gonna lie, I'm waiting for the trolls to show up and get roasted. It's like you're the GOAT of two sports. What a meat rider. Already many responses. This is seriously the easiest rage bait profile. Must be your first time on Gordon's page. Is it Moneyberg logo? Here's Gordon Ryan. I've been friends with Derek for years. I put his logo on all my stuff just because we are friends, and he gives me money. Danny Choppa says, I want to say some things in regard to Moneyberg logo, but I'm going to keep the chat as PG as possible. But seeing that makes it hard. It makes it hard. Thank God for putting the pause there. I was going to have to put the pause there for you to not comment something disrespectful. Go ahead and do it on his stuff, not on me. Don't do it on my chat. Do it on his Instagram. How much has he paid you over those years? How much has he paid you over those years? There are just as many YouTube videos of me stating things that are blatantly made up. He's always been solid to me. Fun fact, I've never asked him for a dime. He's still giving you money. I became friends with him because he was a friend of Jake. Guys, just because your friends is friends with somebody doesn't mean you got to be friends with that person. I'm tired. Use some discernment, people. Use your brain cells. You don't got to be friends with these people if you don't want to be. Became is the name of a road in Texas. Okay, in Austin, Texas. Okay. Friends with Jake, who begged him for dimes. I'm sure you wouldn't believe that I was the only athlete to not ask Mo Jassem and ADCC for more money either. I don't care about the money. How is that possible, Gordon? I know you trying to get as much money as possible. Says, well, that completely opposite to everything you said and posted for the last half decade. But sure, go off about how you don't care about money. I'm sure someone will compile it for a comparison to your previous stances and takes. You didn't answer the question. He asked how much he paid you, not how much you asked for. These guys get a lot more money than me, so they probably, I don't know what they did for that money though. They gotta smell this. Yeah, they gotta smell Monkey Berg's socks for that money. I ain't gonna smell no dude's socks for that money. I'm sorry. Why wouldn't you ask ADCC for more money unless they offered more than the win money on top? Everyone knows your worth, so it would be fair to get paid your worth from the organization that's benefiting you. I'm saddened to see this, especially from Gordon Ryan. No way you vouch for this guy's black belt. Apparently everyone has a price. Gordon has literally blasted legit world champion black belts that got beat by Cole Abate when he was a blue belt, saying they don't deserve their black belts because a blue belt beat them. But suddenly he vouches for this guy that probably couldn't armbar a new white belt. I think it's more to do with the actual logo itself and not that you have it on the truck, i.e. the full head of luscious hair and rock-solid jawline. Moneyberg's logo is lame. Thank you for including me on your beautiful new Kingsway ride. I appreciate your friendship and lessons. Excited to come visit in person very soon. Not during class, though. During the private lesson. I'm bringing my black socks for haters to sniff and worship and otherwise strangely obsessive over. Them socks stinky. Post a rolling vid with someone you're not paying. Offered to set up a match. Craig Jones offered to set up a match for you with one of his blue belts. Rolling footage would be ideal. The memes would be priceless. Says, hi Derek, allow me please. Why is everybody hating on this man? He's no different than anybody else. You'll pay your membership every month. He paid them up front for the highest quality teachers that you could possibly get because he can afford it. Don't hate because you can't. Why aren't we comparing him to an 80-year-old black belt who he would probably smash, but are comparing him to every other black belt that there is? So what if he paid Jake Gordon and whoever else? I paid for every private I ever took. And what does he have to gain from getting his black belt in 3.5 years? He does not compete. He doesn't put out jiu-jitsu content except for the players he has on his podcast. You all talk about him buying a black belt. Well, then you guys are all buying your black belts too. Every time you're paying your membership fee, your belt rank is your belt rank is subjective to the person who is giving it to you. So if Gordon Ryan or Jake Shields or any other high-ranking Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt thinks Derek is a black belt, then I think that's good enough. And endpoint, who cares? We do. The man put time and effort into this craft. Everyone does. I thought jiu-jitsu players were a community, and I swear there's more drama than the sophomore class in high school. But be happy for him and work harder. He's never going to post a video of him rolling because it's simple. He'd get smashed. Well said. That sounds like somebody paid off. Wait until these sad and lonely individuals find out I also pay tuition at the University of Chicago, where I earned my MBA. Also paid my strength training coaches, which is why I can lift more than 99.8% of the young men hating. I've learned that martial arts is the same as any other community. We're trying to keep you out of this community. A few people at the top are very brilliant, hardworking, and honorable individuals. Oh, here we go again. Another 19% make a sincere effort and are genuinely good people, and a good 80% are just fumbling around with no real goals and no real plan. That's every group of humans. I know you won't, and that's why, as a community, we need to continuously ask for it. I own a gym, and it's only for my private use. I could wear anything I want. I can wear my socks whenever I want, at any hour I want, and have any temperature or music I want. I don't have the same limitations as you. Now go to your job and do what you're told, so they don't raise my taxes higher to give you more welfare. Dang. That's who Gordon be hanging out with. So when Jason Whitfield be defending Gordon, Jason Whitfield, can you defend Gordon Ryan now that he supports Moneyberg like this? He says, bro, I'm at work soldering electronics all day. That Moneyberg sounds good. It's all good until you guys sniff his socks. You gonna sniff his socks? He asked me yesterday to do a match with him personally. First time we ever had a conversation. He gave you so much money that you had to put his logo on your car. What's the difference between you and a billboard at this point? It's official. Gordon's giving Moneyberg his coral belt soon. The Moneyberg logo is embarrassing. As someone who's invested so much and won so many titles, etc., how do you feel okay promoting someone that isn't a legit black belt and bought their belt? Moneyberg logo. Look, we all know you get a lot of hate, some justified, some for laughs, but the Derek Moneyberg logo is indefensible. Jason Whitfield, where are you at to defend this? Defend this. Moneyberg logo looking down on the JRE logo. Is that true? Why did he put Moneyberg over? He put Moneyberg over Joe Rogan. Yeah, he put the Moneyberg over Joe Rogan. That's terrible. He gave more money than Joe. That's why. Wait 2 weeks before he's bashing them and asking followers to slander the business. Moneyberg on the truck. It's just sad. All you guys sold out to the slime ball, to that slime ball. And to see his logo anywhere on your truck really makes me wonder about you. What are you doing on my feed? So are you retired for good, or will we see you have a match anytime soon? He's got the Money Troll. Money Troll. I haven't heard that one before. Money Troll logo. Also, a Moneyberg logo on the branded vehicle that advertises your BJJ school is basically saying, hey, our integrity can be bought. I mean, they got all the sponsors over there at their gym. And is probably bad for business since the whole BJJ world associates him with a scam. In this day and age, I'd hate to be suspected of being where Derek trains. Moneyberg thing is a joke. Says one thing I've always thought, regardless of whether I think you're right or wrong, you seem like a man of sound integrity. To Gordon Ryan? All right, bro, listen. Especially when it comes to jiu-jitsu. So why have you sold out to Moneyberg? You're the first one to point out bad technique when it comes to grappling. What's the sudden change? That money. Money changed people. As with all the airtight business contracts, I sure hope you shook on this one. Sell out, Moneyberg logo. Come on, dude. Moneyberg, he's going to be paying you a crazy amount. You're a smart dude. I don't get it. The Moneyberg logo is hilarious. Derek Moneybags, Moneyberg, though. Having trained with Derek Moneyberg, Do you consider him to be a legitimate black belt? Genuinely curious. Moneyberg next to JRE was a move. He not only is he next to JRE, he's above. Oh, you guys can't see. He's above JRE. Can you guys see that? Moneyberg gave more sponsorship money. It says Moneyberg. This is out of control now. Whole world sees it, but you guys. Is that Derek Moneyberg logo on that vehicle? Money boobs. Money boobs. Where's the toe hold? I guess that wasn't it the flip flop? Gonna have it falling out like the toe hold company. Anyone else like, oh great, another partnership that Gordon is gonna have a beef with in about 3 months. No disrespect to any other jiu-jitsu schools, but Kingsway has been hands down best experience ever. Top of the line everything. Even the shower soap dispenser has the best smelling soap and shampoo. I met and learned from Gordon, Luke, Helena, John, Wagner, Hosha the first 2 days there. Everyone was super cool and helpful. Everything I had hoped for. The GMC is always better looking than a Chevy. All right. I like Honda and Toyota trucks. Maybe Nissan. I'm not sure. Says these comments are insane with the amount of hate Gordon is getting for the Moneyberg logo. I've debated with Gordon countless times over the years while keeping the respect, and hating on him for supporting one of his friends is just unbecoming to say the least. What if that friend is a scumbag? Loyalty and respect is something everyone here should take some serious notes on. Not much we can say. I mean, can't beat this to death any more than I already did. Moneyberg, bruv, you would be the best in the universe, and no one's going to let that slide. Integrity is everything. It was whispered about in Rio, but never officially acknowledged. A private Gracie challenge away from cameras where the great Roger Gracie accepted a match against the unlikely opponent, Derek Moneyberg. Nah, that didn't happen. All right. At least it's not $1,000 flip-flops. They were going to be on there, but it didn't work out. Yeah, Gordon doesn't have the best track record with his sponsorships. Toehold, Hypnotic, some of these other brands. I think he should have partnered with King's Kimono.